Z100.
Look who's joining us today.
What up?
R5. This is the best ever. Because, like, people found out you were going to be in New York. They found out you were going to be at Z100. And I started getting the phone calls and the tweets. When are they going to be in? I'm going to wait outside. And I almost wanted to have fun with them. These poor people freezing in the bus.
I know.
I feel so
R5,
bad.
they told me they really want pre-peeled shrimp and a side of cocktail sauce. So, and you know what? They would like a graham cracker crust chocolate pie. So bring 4 of those and you're guaranteed to meet the band. But I didn't do that because that's just me. That's just me. But I can imagine when your fans see these kind of interviews and we talk about some of your favorite things, all of a sudden weird things just kind of show up in the mail, and you're like, oh, when did I mention that I
Yeah, that always happens. I'm like, I found like a, like Rice Krispies. I'm like, oh yeah, I said that like one time.
Yeah.
In like
Jokingly or something.
I was like, all right, cool.
And they're not going to understand, the fans. They just want to understand that you know, thank you, but I love to trust you and your baking ability, but I'm afraid there might be some substance in here. Because I've heard from the fans for other artists, you're like, I made them and I added something extra because if there's part of me that's in their food and then they eat it, part of me is inside of them. And I'm like, oh my God, you're going to go to jail. Exactly. Just don't. This is why artists don't eat your food.
That's like some scary, like, movie
They like cut a little
stuff.
piece of
Wes Craven,
like hair,
like,
sprinkle it in.
No.
Has it happened where you can't go anywhere, especially California? I don't know about New York, where you walk around and people all of a sudden just start screaming when they see you and you're just shopping or whatever?
France was like that.
Yeah. Lots of
Italy.
Europe places where, especially Italy Spain.
Yeah, Europe's more of like the screaming. Like in the States, they'll kind of like, you see them like walk by and they're just like,
They do like the
really? So it's more casual?
they're kind of like,
more casual in the States.
I wouldn't expect that.
Like,
It depends on. I figure the age range of the person.
That too.
You know, especially like some of the guy fans, they want to like be a little cooler. You know what I'm saying? So they won't be like. They'll be like, hey man, you want to take a selfie real fast or something like that.
I want to meet that guy.
Yeah.
His conversion van. Hey,
Exactly. If they're about 15-year-old girl, then they'll be like, oh my God. But if they're like 22-year-old girl, then they'll be like, oh my gosh, are you guys R5?
There's a lot of variables.
Let's try to get that 85-year-old woman.
85-year-old woman?
Yeah.
Okay.
My grandchildren, they love your music, and I really need your autograph. Can you sign this for me?
I like that he had the hands on the walker that has the fluorescent green tennis balls on the bottom. Like,
Wait. But that's not it. Then there's the mom, around 30 to 40 years old.
I was going to say, not the 80-year-old's mom. I don't think she's around anymore.
The mom with like the 8-year-old daughter.
She'll be like, here, go get Ross. Hey, Rocky. We like the moms. We like the moms.
Yeah, I'm sure they like you as well. Did that happen when you shot the video for I Can't Forget About You? It looked like you guys had the most fun ever shooting that video.
Honestly, the whole trip, it was amazing.
Japan, right?
Yeah.
And so did you feel? I heard from my friends who've been there. You go there, you're insta tall. You're like, I am.
Oh,
now
yeah.
full,
I'm pretty
giant.
tall as it is. Like, even like our meet and greets in U.S., people come to us like, oh my gosh, you guys are so tall.
90% of the time they say that.
Yeah, it's like the most common phrase I ever hear.
I feel like half the time people wanted a picture there was just because we were blonde. They're like, oh my God, you're They're like, no, you're blonde.
And were they asking you like strange questions like, do you guys surf? You're from America. You're blonde. Do you surf?
Just all sorts of random stuff.
Luckily, we do surf a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Tokyo was the closest experience I've had to a riot as well. When we arrived at the airport, there was like 500 people there.
Oh, yeah, that was the craziest.
And it was insanity.
We were expecting like, 10 kids to show
I thought I'd turn the corner and there'd be like 30
I'm like, oh, there's a nice
people.
group here, and then you turn the corner, it's just like lying down the whole entire terminal. Yeah.
You mentioned that you surf. So when you heard that Beyonce song at first, we were like, wow, legit, surfboard, Beyonce recognizes it.
Surfboard.
And then Urban Dictionary, like, no, this is not, yeah, but no. That must have been a shock to you, too.
Yeah. I actually didn't put that song with the actual surfing ever. I think I just got what she was going for immediately.
Yeah. Well, you're brighter than I am. I'm like, wow, surfboard, watermelon, sounds like a nice picnic. No, wait, it's something different. I just didn't follow that at all. So it's got to happen where you guys are up on stage and strange things just occur when you're performing. And how do you not get thrown off performing when like your fans are insane and throw random objects at you guys?
We're so in it that like you could there could be like a banana in the crowd. Literally, this happened.
The only time
and we'll just keep
You have to do the Matrix dodge. When things are flying at you.
Totally.
Just
Glow
dodge it
sticks
real
are the
quick.
big one, I think, because they're going they're rocking their hands, you know what I mean, and they just slip off. I've been hit so many times with glow sticks.
There was one time one was going straight for my throat, but my mic saved me. That was.
That happened to me
That's what you
too.
need, yeah.
That happened to me
And pair the
too.
people you love the most. Why do people want to hurt you?
Yeah.
They're just trying to choke you to death with a flying object.
Bras are always a good laugh. I always get a good chuckle when I see one of those.
Always put them on
We
Rocky's
always
mic
put them
stand.
on Rocky's mic stand.
Inside pranks. We got to get to some listener questions, or these people will stab me when I leave the building because they've been tweeting us all morning and they made us trend worldwide. So that's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's R5 family for you.
Yeah.
The family loves you. The family is like abundant. Like seriously, like if you had a reunion, they would. You need an arena to get together. Your family's insane.
Maybe like a small village to like.
This is a great question from Victoria Lee Moo. One. There's an extra O. Who has the most blonde moments?
Me.
Riker.
No, Riker.
Yeah, maybe me.
Riker.
You had a good one the other day though. That was really fun.
I did?
You did?
Yeah, like 2 days
Blonde
ago.
moments. What does that even mean?
Like where you just
Not smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
I think
Possibly.
you two over there.
It's
I feel
definitely-
like brunettes
it's
have the
two
moments
blonde
as well.
people. Two blonde guys.
You two
I wish I could
definitely
remember
more than
your-
me.
They're making
I
stuff up.
read about
Right,
a
that's
prank
smart.
2 days ago, and I can't remember what it was, but it was so super funny. But
That you can't remember. It was so great. We laughed and then we forgot. And
There's
then
so many of
ended.
those moments that it's hard to remember them all.
Okay.
So I'll take that one. We'll see.
Mrs. Funtime 17 wants to know, what was the last thing you fought about as a group?
Probably songs in the album.
Or like, see what song we think is the best for the next
Yeah,
album.
what song we think is going to be the single or whatever.
Yeah, or
But,
general music direction is typically a discussion that we have.
Not necessarily a fight, but more like
A discussion.
yeah.
Heated discussion.
Yeah,
heated
heated
discussion.
With
discussion.
fist punches.
No fighting, just punches.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the movie Frozen?
Yeah.
No, I haven't though.
Oh, yes.
You've not?
Nope.
I didn't see it either. But
You're
there's one
missing
thing I can't help. People all of a sudden will randomly bust out into song around this building. We'll just bust into Let It Go. Do you find yourself busting into Let It Go randomly?
Fun fact,
Not
actually, the
that
guy who
song,
produced
but-
that song actually produced our Louder album.
For Demi.
For-
Okay,
yeah,
you
he
got
produced
Demi's
Demi's
version,
version. Produced our album. Really cool dude.
I hate to put you on the spot. Can you just bust out some Let It Go real quick?
One,
Let it go, let it go.
Okay.
No, what's the?
Just a hook. Just a
That's
count
just
of three.
something.
I like the. Do you want to build a snowman? That part's better.
All right, give me that. Give me that. That sounds good.
That's the only part I know.
That's all you know?
That's not in Let It Go, guys.
Yeah, I know. It's better.
Give me that part one more time.
One, two, three, four.
Do you
want to build a snowman?
I don't know how. I actually have no idea how it goes. I just
You guys like the
They're
harmony?
better
You guys
singers
like
than
the
that.
harmony?
It's good.
That was like
How
a
about
minor.
Dead on.
2 seconds to Let It Go.
1, 2, 3.
Let it go, let it go.
Cool.
Roll. Now, give me Pharrell's Happy. I'm putting you on the spot.
1. Because I'm happy.
Somewhere Pharrell set his hat on fire.
Hunter is the.
Oh yeah, you heard
Hunter
Hunter?
is the bomb on that record.
That's the
new
new
Pharrell jam.
That's the new Pharrell jam. Oh, it's some fun.
You guys are on top of your music. How much of your
Sick.
daily activities are set to listening to you
All
know,
day long,
Like
every
23
day.
Every
hours of my
spare
life.
second.
Especially these two.
Literally, I've never gone a day without music, or at least 5 hours of music.
So it's inspiring. So silence is your enemy.
Yeah.
Not all the time, no.
Okay. Are you the one band who doesn't have the sound crew who sound checks with Tom Sawyer by the band Rush? Every single, I've been to a lot of shows and I've done interviews before, and it's like a requirement that everybody, Tom Sawyer by Rush, you have to play that over the PA in the arena before you. That's just, I'm wondering if that's just random.
No,
they
that's
playing- they were
old sound
playing,
guy used to play this like old.
They used to play
like,
Deftones a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sound guy.
Yeah.
like,
You have
he-
cooler sound guys.
Yeah, he played like this
When they
dubstep.
were,
like,
when they
weird
were
stuff.
doing line checks, though.
Line checks, they were playing some
They
Led
were playing
Zeppelin and
AC/DC.
stuff. AC/DC.
Yeah, they
back in
played
the
They
day.
play
Back in the
AC/DC.
day.
I was
That
like,
That's pretty cool.
It's always some classic wrong song. One more question from
Can't
the
go
fans
wrong
here.
with classic rock.
Jamie Gorman wants to know, what artist would you like to collaborate with if given the opportunity?
Any artist in the world, we've all agreed that Paul McCartney
artist.
is a legend.
Yeah,
God,
that'd be
yeah.
epic.
So he would be pretty
Bruno
bomb.
Mars because
He's
it'd just be
current and he's
super,
good
very cool.
and he's a good writer.
I think Pharrell would be dope.
Pharrell would be
He's
sick.
killing it right now.
yeah,
killing it.
Somebody told me or somebody said that what's his name? One Republic guy.
Ryan
Tedder.
Ryan Tedder said he admires Pharrell because all the producers are current and they know what's hot. But Pharrell doesn't really care and he just produces whatever he wants. And I admire that about people. I admire that they don't really follow trends or anything. They just do what they think sounds
They're
good.
trend starters.
And
trendsetters.
yeah, I admire that.
So it could be the happy. It's just about him making himself happy doing what he wants.
Exactly.
That could be the secret
Yeah,
thing.
maybe that is.
And Amy, I Hate My Life 81 wants to know, which artist do you not want to collaborate with? Who do you never want to work with?
Never,
And that, by the way, is
Let's
not a real person. I'm just
limit Limp Bizkit.
Now we know.
Limp Bizkit. I mean, no offense. Like, I don't know. I think they're fine. I just don't.
Just wouldn't work with us.
They just don't want. They wouldn't.
Just wouldn't cooperate.
Yo, you know who we should collaborate with? Meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
Wow, we're digging deep now into the classic rock.
Yeah, we just watched Fight Club, so
Meatloaf.
so
Big,
or U2, like U2 and R5. That'd be a cool collaboration.
Let's make that happen. I'll send an email right now. Guys,
Please
thank you
don't.
so much. I appreciate it. R5 and Steve.